No dobrze.
Anything else?
I need a guest.
I cannot help you with that. Ever since, if K. Thorne has decided to quarantine the Mage Factory, in order to get through the quarantine, you need a document.
Your Highness, I won't be able to carry out your order.
If K. Thorne has decided to quarantine the Mage Factory, but please, exercise some
You have your task.
You were good to me, Monsieur Montier.
There's no getting into the Mage Factory, and that, I'm afraid, the Royal Council is powerless here, and perhaps you could interrogate your precious...
You again. What else do you want? Surely you can see I have work to do.
Do you know a way to get into the Mage Factory? A hidden way, I mean.
Are you kidding? I'm head of the guards. I closed down every known passage, though there is the tunnel used by the foundry craftsmen for their side business. If you could find one of them, Norman, for example. Did he survive, by the way?
Yes, Norman survived.
Then can we wrap this up? I've still got lots of work to do here. George will skin me alive if I don't finish on time.
Oh, you're back to ask more questions. But you haven't brought any aid.
I do have a question. Why is Norman so confident he can get inside the Mage Factory? How is that possible?
Ah, yes. It's really simple. There's a secret passage neither the mages nor the guards knew about. It leads from the foundry straight to the outside. They call me Bludgeon's underling, but all the master craftsmen had dealings with him and his smugglers. Norman was no exception.
That's interesting. Would you be willing to point the way for me?
There's a man named Barry. I can't say anything about it without his okay. I gotta be careful, you see. You can find him in Bludgeon's den. He can tell you everything. Well, if he chooses to, obviously.
I'll make a necklace of your teeth.
I've heard you're a mark.
Wreszcie nie można go najebać.
I told you, there's no...
I'm after a trifle of a different sort. A secret passage into the Mage Factory.
What secret passage? I don't know anything about it. I'm a simple merchant purchasing goods in Floster. Folks, does anyone have any idea what this is about? These people from Marcella are asking odd questions.
Your dark past doesn't matter, Barry. Here's an opportunity to turn your life around and be of use to the crown. There are survivors inside the Mage Factory. You've got to help me.
Do I look like a fool to you? I don't know you from this. Support me. If someone were to vouch, I know nothing.
Did you find the retort?
I haven't found it, because I can't get into the Mage Factory. Do you know if there's another way in?
If only I could remember. That blasted poison. All I know is that the craftsmen of the foundry were running a business on the side. They occupied some sort of a basement there, or tunnel. I recall someone named Norman. A good fellow, albeit a swindler and a thief. But who among us is better? Forgive me. It hurts to remember. Find the retort as soon as you can, please.
Istotne.
Why are you disturbing me? The end times loom before me.
You are free
Dobrze.
and can fly everywhere, across the widest expanses. Do you perhaps know a way into the
Nieprawda,
Mage
nie jest
Factory
wolny, jest
besides the
zamknięty
main gate?
w pudle.
I know what it is to be a prisoner of men. It is so hard for me, a son of the wind, to suffer this confinement. But I also know that stone is closer to me than the approaching terror of the void. I so desire to exist, trapped in this cage if I must be, but not to disappear.
Do you really not deign to answer? What can you tell me about the Mage Factory?
Nothing.
I've been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on phone.
At last, my divination proved correct. You showed up after all.
Does this mean you're ready to take me to Lord Kaythorne? Is he free?
As you can see, he's so busy he won't even speak to me, the eldest of the mentors. But I do not take offense. The Archmage's will is law.
Oh. Then what do you need me for?
I took the opportunity to interrogate Ador. Forgive me, but I couldn't help. The Archmage needs to hear what he knows at once. So many spell components wasted.
Yes, of course. Did you know there are survivors inside the Mage Factory? I must rescue them. Help me get past the quarantine.
I've helped you already. I spoke with an old friend. Just don't tell the Archmage.
To miło.
Halt! Who goes there?
Prince Adrian sent me. You must let me into the Mage Factory.
Ah, you're from the Prince. We've been waiting on you for a good while now.
What do you mean, waiting for me?
Candor will tell you. He's in charge while Remedius is away. Open the gate, you loafers.
Are you Senior Mage Candor?
Yes, that's me. And you're the Prince's agent. The one who caught Ador and made him talk. And who now, just as we anticipated, desires entry to the Monpatry Mage Factory.
Have you searched for survivors? Did you find anyone at all?
No one. We're prohibited from conducting any investigations, even if we use golems. The Archmage has directed us to enforce the quarantine, nothing else. All that's left for us to do is burn mana on cleansing spells and barrier charms. A senseless waste of time and effort.
Can you really tell me no more, sir?
Of course not. Master Remedius wishes to see you, away from prying eyes. I'm going to create a portal for you now.
A portal? It's
Boberze.
not dangerous, is it?
Who do you think we are?
Nie wyglądacie zbyt zachęcająco.
Here is the hero who made the Order of Mages look like fools. The Prince sent you to the Mage Factory to look for survivors, correct?
The Order of Mages made fools of themselves. That had nothing to do with me. Why haven't you lifted the quarantine?
The Order has its reasons for maintaining the quarantine, even if the King himself should order it lifted. But let's say we're willing to make an exception for you. There yet remains...
What question?
Can the Order of Mages trust you? The Mage Factory is the repository of our secrets. Unfortunately...
I will show that you can trust me. But I need a...
Candor will tell you the details.
Typ miał zero entuzjazmu w głosie. Jak ja. Czasami. Portal taki trochę zjebany.
You're a Mage Factory worker?
Remedius convinced me you need my help, but he never specified what kind of help.
Did you see the plundered wagon train on the bridge? I think you can guess it wasn't carrying tools or food. Something valuable went missing from that wagon train, and we want it recovered.
My search will be much easier if you tell me what I'm supposed to find.
There are certain facts we are loath to divulge before the time is ripe. Find whoever robbed that wagon train, and...
It was sentry golems in the wagons, that's what. And Windyport is the place to look for them. Talk to the locals. They likely know. The Artisanians are constantly pilfering from the mages, either at the Mage Factory...
How dare you! You shall face...
I do very much dare. I serve the Royal Guard now, not you. Legate
Sentry golems. I see. I'm going... Dominic. A merchant like him would know everything about the port. You got your shot back.
Are you interested in procuring a few Illyrian
chicks?
No to te, co ten.
I know the Artisanians are responsible
Zdobywaliśmy
for the
zielone
theft of the
kurczaki.
golems from the Mage Factory.
Those chickens may be a delicacy, but...
I'm sure that's true.
Listen. I, Dominic, am but a simple and honest merchant.
Golems, Dominic!
Soon a ship will come to pick them up. When it arrives...
Hell, bless you, kind soul.
A grotto along the shore to the south. Everyone's afraid of the place, but it's...
I sense a serious fight in my future. Am I up to it?
The ships arrived, just as they said.
Really? We need to talk to them. I'm sure everything will soon come clear.
O kurwa, gryf tu jest.
Fancy meeting you in this place. Here I am, stealing the kingdom's magical secrets right in front of Prince Adrian's personal envoy. If I were you, I'd pause and take a close look at this awkward situation.
I'm not sure I follow, but I'll hear you out.
These so-called sentry golems you're looking for are a hammer with which Claudius intends to crush Artisania's freedom. Doesn't Artisania deserve to prepare for this attack? Don't we have a right to know what troubles lie ahead? We could argue the point forever. But Artisania is not giving up these golems. And you...
I fully support the Artisanian people's aspiration to freedom. But these golems will secure me passage through the mage's quarantine.
You have a choice. You can spill blood and return the mage's weapons to them. Or you can look the other way while we finish our modest lift. To sweeten the pot, we will advise you on getting past the quarantine outpost.
I am not a criminal. No.
Count them again.
Już tu walczyliśmy kiedyś. Też. Fuck. Me. In my ass. Niech będzie. O! No i idealnie. Myślałem, że wszystkich mi zabije. Ale może jeszcze chwilę przeżyją. to miło. Ja też to mam, tylko jedno użycie. Nice. O kurde. O kurde, 2. Ja pierdolę, czy oni podejdą na przykład? Ja mam się tam kurwa przejść. O. Sobie nie porzucają czarów przynajmniej. O kurwa. No ok. Good. Nie była aż taka trudna bitwa. Co to? Może to jajo czyjeś.
Mr. Remedius, sir, I've got something you're going to like. Something I found at Windy Port.
And by something, do you mean our sentry golems?
They were almost shipped off to Artisania, but I got there in time. I had to fight for them. Thankfully, the cargo took no damage.
By the ninth element. Those Artisanian snakes came that close to succeeding in their plan? You've no idea what havoc they could have wreaked with such weapons. It would seem you've earned my trust. Insofar as anyone can be trusted.
Will you let me through?
Yes, take the bridge to the gate. I'll
this is Palatinus's poison. And where does it go?
Świetne pytanie. Mhm. Jak miło.
What's that? A scream?
Krzyk. Ja nie słyszałem nic.
Am I just imagining it?
Tak. O kurwa, no nie mają za dużo szans chyba. Chłopaki. Oby. Słaby oponent. Oh, fuck you. Mogli ich zabić. A mógł zabić. Nie pytam, który wystrzelił, a który nie. A już mało tych przyspieszeń. Au. Lub. I plup.
Norman, Harvey, Rato. How did you three manage to get here ahead of me? And what happened here?
We wanted to awaken the golems so they could protect us. Harvey tried it without a tabula. As you can see, it didn't work out. I shouldn't have bothered. We didn't find anyone, not up there, not here. The voices we heard were a figment of the imagination.
Those might be the voices of the survivors. Prince Adrian assigned me to find the survivors and escort them back to the Citadel.
Really? Well, that does make sense. There are monsters roaming around the main entrance. I've never seen anything so terrifying. Perhaps they sense the living people inside and are lingering beside the bars like ravenous hounds. Thankfully, they can't enter. Those bars are heavy.
I know how to deal with monsters. Meanwhile, please get somewhere safe.
No way. I came here to find Lindsay. Are you heading for the mines? Let's do it together. If you need help, talk to Harvey. Maybe he can awaken, or Rato here.
Drugi raz na
He
pewno nie
knows a
zawiedzie.
passage to the mines.
You're still worried about your wife. Of course. We are in the very heart.
Yes, it all started here. Lissa, the Serpentine Witch, came to my call. The proud beauty who once ruled these parts.
Is that so?
I knew almost all of the heroes of this world, and I witnessed their departure. Now give fight to the Blight in its very heart.
Może. Też nie, to bez sensu. Może być. Run. A. Mi jebli. O kurde. O nie, bo oni... Oni polecieli stamtąd i polecieli dalej. No nieźle. Nie! No sięgnęli to? Byłem pewien, że tu nie mogą sięgnąć. Było prawie idealnie. Jakbym tylko chuj ich nie wpuścił. A wszystko by się dobrze skończyło. Zrobił te olbrzymy. O. Musimy zabić olbrzymy. Jego też by wypadało zabić. Au. Kurde, nie wiem, czy ich teraz zabijemy. coś to będzie może. Healuję. Bober. Od. A, tu jeszcze nie byliśmy.
Oh, the assistant mentions a barber in the letter, but there are so many signs. This is the echo of that night. Poor people. Anything else? In all fairness, Didier is the tabula's rightful owner.
Fajnie.
Can't wait to get out of here. The blood runs cold in your veins when you see this place.
I summon the Faceless Mage, famous for his cold blood. Come, Amok! Enter the portal. He's waiting for you to give fight to the Blight.
Light to the blight. No kurde. Nie wiem w sumie. Sporo. Oj. O Boże. To kurwa gorszej drogi nie mogliście wybrać? Czemu nie oddali? Byłem pewien, że nie oddadzą. No tutaj fizyczne obrażenia Banshee. Sens. Mam tego drugiego. A to nic.